And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They're going to look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already. In the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Five yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. The play clock's running down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out 1st downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Again, here's P. Ryan. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
No, Jack, Patriot! No, Jack, Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! Boom, landed! Over! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Does the big boy have the juice? The 20, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. fights off the defender. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots gearing up to go now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. We've got a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now look at 50 seconds. Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
They'll set up a throw. Out left to Shaheen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Hurry up, hit it!
They'll run again with Pirine. And he'll go down at the 28. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Pirine. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They toss to Pirine. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a carry for Pirine. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now back to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and sneak it here. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Dorsett. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
All right, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
First throw now for the backup, Bryce Petty. And that'll be incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A toss play. Here's Pirine. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll throw now on the final play. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And that'll make it third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Back 99 Philly. Set. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Aaron Donald in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. 25 yards the pickup there and also a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Play clock winding down. Now Pirine. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Our update now from down in Miami. And it's the Ravens that have moved out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 2nd down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run it with Pirine. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. The Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Now let's go. Green 39, Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he is knocked down from the side near the 42. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
No. Check, Patriot. Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
No. Check. Gun. Here we go now. 3,
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
It's Pirine to begin the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Jets, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.